In about 10 hours, I'll be boarding my flight to Shanghai for my 7-ish months of exchange at Fudan University. This will be the longest I've ever been away from my family, and the thought of that kind of shakes me from the inside because I've always been a huge family guy. But as much as I know I want to stay here because it's comfortable, I know I can't because I've got to step out of my comfort zone, and this is stepping out of my comfort zone. In fact, way out of my comfort zone. But I know this is going to help me grow so much more. This is going to benefit me a lot in the long run. So I'm sacrificing time with my family in the short term for hopefully a much better, improved version of myself in the future. So I look forward to meeting that Michael Chong in 7 months' time.
Yes！ 哇，冇得喐喎，結婚週年啦，快啲！1、2、3 ，Yes 啊，已經嚟啦，已經嚟。好。
So this is what's on the menu for tonight's dinner. When I was editing this video, I realized how much I was rambling, but basically I was talking about the minor hiccups I had during my trip here, but everything's all good now, except perhaps for my groin injury, which has worsened over the course of 4 weeks after I re-aggravated it time and time again. Training perhaps when I should have rested, and lifting heavy items when my body couldn't really handle it. For example, when I had to haul my luggage all the way over here. I'm not going to show you what it looks like exactly down there because it's probably inappropriate for me to do so on camera, but basically it's badly bruised, all blue and everything, but hoping for a speedy recovery so I could move around freely on campus at Fudan University, and so I could up the intensity of my workouts as well so I don't look like Neymar after his off season after I leave this hotel. On that note, let me show you my room. Bathroom, toilet, shower, 2 king-sized beds, sofa, working desk, massive space for working out, the tatami, and the brilliant view outside. Now let me hand it back to my past self because even though he was rambling really badly, I feel like there is some sense to his emotional spiel. All I'm trying to say is, while I'm thinking it's actually quite eerie in that like back home, like I'd be like, oh, like the TV's going on, like, you know, everything's so noisy, but here it's quiet. Like when I'm silent, I could feel the silence because it's, you know, it's really, I mean, the loneliness is gonna creep in. I already knew from the start it's gonna happen. And when, like yesterday, I was looking at Become Elite, you know, big fan of Matt Sheldon's videos. And I mean, I'm fortunate that I'm not a professional soccer player and then I don't have to, I mean, I can't even be one. I don't have the skills to be one, but then like to be like, if I have that sort of a career, like I'm always like flying away from my family, from my loved ones. And I don't know if I can handle that. Not now at least, but seeing Matt when he was in Germany, he was living in, you know, this Airbnb by himself, had to handle everything by himself at the age of 24. I feel like, I don't know, this doesn't seem so hard after all. I keep telling myself, you know, not only myself, I keep telling my family, like, I'm not scared of anything. As long as I have food and water and as long as my safety isn't threatened, then I'm not scared of anything. Like, how hard could it be? Well, I'm gonna jinx it, I know, after I say this, but nothing can beat surviving, right? And so if I could survive, I could have food and everything, then I'm good. Anything that comes after that, that's a bonus. I could deal with any of that. But hopefully you're just as excited as I am for this 4-5-ish months of exchange at Fudan University. Of course, I will have to finish up my 14 plus 7 days of quarantine at this hotel and the hostel thing at Fudan University, and I will try to document it as much of it as possible. If you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up button, comment, subscribe. 一键3连, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, peace!